Okay, here in Southern California, where I live, there's been a lot of commercials on the radio. And as I'm driving for a Lyft, I get to listen to a lot of radio, right? And there's a lot of ads. I mean, a lot of commercials about how evil Trump and DeVos and their friends, multi-billionaire friends, are trying to take money away from children by promoting charter schools. Well, that's the end. And obviously the commercial is most likely promoted by Democrats who wants to make sure that we as citizens vote for people who are more Democrats, who will be against charter schools. All right. So I want to compare some of the schools that I know of, and we'll see which one is best for the children. All right. Because I don't think this commercial is going to work. I mean, it shouldn't work because, first of all, to come out and say that this multi-billionaires along with Trump and DeVos is going to take money away from children, you know that's a lie. All right. You know that's a lie. We know here in California, school gets $10,000 per student that they have at school. So my son's school, let's say, has 2,000 students, and the high school that he goes to, then means they get $20 million. Right, $20 million. Now, let's say 1,000 of them decide to go to charter school or private school or homeschool. They're gonna miss $1 million, right? I mean, that is true. The school system, the public school system will lose $1 million. However, it's not like they're taking money away from children. They're taking money away from the school system, how it's established at this time. So they should be honest about that. So I think that is a lie. But another thing too is to say that somehow this public school system, the way it is set up right now, is best for the children. That's also not true either. Here in SoCal, I just know, at least what I read about elementary school students, their reading and writing level score is 45th, around there, 45th. That's what I remembered. And that's not 45th in the world. We're talking 45th in this country. So it's not good. Something needs to be done. And the best thing they could do is come out and say, don't vote for people who's going to promote charter school. I don't think that's good either. All right. So here's what I know about public school. We all know public schools as it is. Right? It's not performing very well. In the world, we are losing ground in reading and writing and math. But here's what I know about charter school. Charter school, from what I have learned, and doing Lyft, I get to meet parents and students all the time, and a lot of them do go to charter school. And charter school basically is for students who are not doing too well in public school system, or some people just choose to go to charter school. And the reason why is because they go to school twice a week for only 2-3 hours at a time, and most of the work is done at home. Right? So then the students have more of control of their time, so they could, work around other schedules they may have, whether it be work, helping out the families, or just doing whatever teenagers do. And a lot of people have told me that their education, their learning has improved quite a bit since they started going to charter school, and they really feel good about themselves. And what they say is the best thing about charter school for them has been that there's no drama at all, because you're not really dealing with a bunch of students, 7 hours a day, no cliques, no rumors and things like that. So I think that's wonderful. Why is that bad? I have no idea. I think that's good. I think more people should be looking into charter school because of that reason. Private school is really good. Well, I guess the negative thing about charter school is, I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't really think of one unless somehow the colleges don't take charter school students as seriously. I mean, that could be a thing, but I don't even know that's true or not either. Private school wise, it's good because, only ones that I know that I was involved with is a religious private school, Christian. And I have to tell you that teachers there make less money than, I say, public schools. And they don't get this crazy benefits like the public school does, as well as retirements and it's not as good as the public schools. And I guess maybe the best thing about it is that they have to perform very well, because they don't have this protection where if you are a teacher for so many years that you can't get fired, right? And I know a lot of public servants, as they say, government workers can't get fired. Well, in private schools they can, so they have to really perform, and I think that's a good thing too. The teachers are not just there to teach and to educate, but since they're there for their religious convictions, right, their commitment to God, that they actually do more, in my opinion, than what the public school teachers do, and they get paid less than them. So I think private school is a wonderful thing as well. It costs sometimes, like I said, public school gets $10,000. Private school is a little less than that. But however, you don't get government money for people to go to private school. And I guess that's why, not many people are able to afford to send their kids to private school. And I think that's a sad thing, because I think private school is a wonderful thing. I guess the only thing negative about it is, well, the money thing is a negative thing. But another negative thing is, well, if you're not as religious, you might not like it, because, most private Christian schools tend to be more conservative in their way of looking at the Bible and Jesus and whatnot. So, other things. So then, your kids are going to learn that stuff. But even if it's, that's a negative thing for some, but not for all, obviously. Homeschool is another way to do it, and I know that I thought about homeschooling my kids, but I don't really have I think I could have made time to raise my homeschool my kids, but homeschool basically is, we don't have the kind of I'm not able to teach them things that some public schools are able to teach. My kids were very talented in music. Obviously, public school is able, and private schools is able to give, there's marching band and wind symphony and other groups they were part of that, homeschool kids would not have. But however, I have met people that are homeschooled, and I don't know what it is. I want to say that they are more mature in many different ways, because they get to spend so much more time with adults, right? Once again, there's no drama from public school system and whatnot. I think because of that reason, I think they're able to mature better. I know some homeschool children are being that way because parents don't trust the public system. The parents want to teach them what they want to teach them. They don't want to have the kids learn. Whatever you may believe or not, but public school does tend to be biased towards one way, not very religious, not very conservative. So a lot of people homeschool their children because of that reason. Whatever the reason is, it's your kids. So I think it's more power we give the parents to educate their children, I think the better it is. Now, I don't know that much about vouchers, and I don't know if there's any state in the United States that actually go by vouchers. But to me, somehow, vouchers seems to make sense the most. I think we should all, I know it's impossible that we will be able to bring in the voucher system, but I think that works the best. And the reason why I think that way is because it brings competition. It brings competition. And competition, I think, is a wonderful thing. And imagine if we have, so much money, $10,000 per student, are given to parents to send their kids to anywhere they want to. We could have hundreds of more smaller schools that pop up that focuses on what they want to, whatever it may be. Right? And I think that's kind of cool. And there will be need for more teachers. They might not get as great benefits, obviously, but there will be. And the best thing about vouchers then is because of competition, the whole bureaucrats, the whole idea of this multi-millionaires of people who get paid a lot of money to organize the whole school system, they might lose their jobs, but whatever it is good for children and the parents to control what their kids are learning, I think it's a better thing. Anyway, listening to that commercial, I kind of want to talk about the education system today. What do you think? What do you think is the best way? For me, I think vouchers will be the best. It ain't going to happen. So homeschool if you're able to. Private school if you have the money. Charter school if you want to get all the 4 years of high school done quickly so you can move on with your life. Obviously, public school has programs that others cannot provide, so there's positive side of public school. But there's so many problems in public school systems. Something has to be done. I think something has to be done. All right, but don't believe that somehow charter school is taking money away from your children, because that's not true. Anyway, it takes money away from some public schools. That's about it. All right. Anyways, let me know what you think. God bless, and I'll see you next time.